ladies and gentlemen of the Durham Union, I ask you two simple questions. One, are you afraid of a calculator? Two, are you afraid of your smartphone? Now, despite owning a Huawei, being spied upon by the Chinese government at every single moment, I'm not afraid. In fact, AI is everywhere. Those of you who use Siri are using AI. Those of you who get really weird YouTube recommendations, that's AI. In fact, whenever you accidentally autocorrect something that ends up sending a really bad message to your parents on text, that's AI. And are you actually scared of this? No. I mean, why should we be afraid of things that makes our life easier? In fact, where would we be without Siri? Now, I'm not afraid of the future, and I don't think you should be afraid of the future either. I urge you to look forward to the future. AI could be great. We could have android best friends like Data from Star Trek. We could have loyal artificial intelligence servants like Cora from Tron Legacy. And perhaps my best friends can actually replace me with Marvin the paranoid android from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and then have someone who complains 50% less. I would argue, as a recently reformed nerd, arguably, who spent their teenage years hidden away from society watching Battlestar Galactica, the problem's not AI, it's with people. People are the problem here. We heard from the opposing side about the CV scandal. And I read a similar one that Amazon also had, where the AI was scanning through CVs and was deliberately avoiding female candidates because of similar reasons mentioned. Now, the problem there isn't AI itself. A line of code has no internalized racism or sexism. It's the programmers. It's the people. Now, I'm going to use an example here that affects me personally. I've recently had a very bad falling out with my college husband over the Google Assistant pod that he keeps in our kitchen. We've argued over it because I don't particularly like being listened to in my own kitchen, despite the Huawei phone. And I've argued to him that I'm not upset with Google Assistant itself. The AI is brilliant, it's lovely. The problem is the people who are listening to our conversations. The problem is with what is Google doing with our data. It's almost akin to a fear of heights. You're not really scared of the height itself, you're more scared of falling. There's that exact same principle in that we're not afraid of the technology itself. We're afraid of the people who control it. We're afraid of the companies that store our data. And then we're really concerned about what are those companies doing with our data. Now, for any of you that also have the same predicament, I can say that we easily came to a resolution in the fact that I repeatedly asked Google Assistant, okay Google, where can I buy Viagra locally? And he eventually, after 2 days, decided to put the Google Assistant in his room. So that, oh, no, Google, don't, no! That may have just completely killed my argument. However, to round up, because I'm not an expert in this, I'm just a really sad, deep down sci-fi nerd that just really wants an android best friend. But I ask you to consider the technology that currently surrounds you. Are you afraid of that? I ask you to consider about the possibility of a wonderful future of androids. And do you look forward to this? Do you want this? I ask you to consider in the future an era of space exploration. Elon Musk is an ardent opposer of artificial intelligence. However, it's AI that will help us breed a new era of space exploration. I ask you to consider if you're really fearful for the future, or if deep down you really want to be hopeful. I ask you, Durham Union, imagine the possibilities, and I urge you to oppose the motion.